go to the predictions. We did have the question of the week that ties along with the predictions, and we'll get to that when we go through it. If you're following along in the live video, want to give your predictions for the matches as we go through them, and which match are you most looking forward to? I forgot to pull up the responses, but we appreciate everyone who gave responses to the question of the week on social media.
The 3 count question of the week,
which is which match are you most looking forward to? Let's start with the pre-show, and I don't like that this match is on the pre-show because of how much attention this storyline has gotten throughout this summer. I don't have a huge issue with pre-shows. I've said that before. Like somebody's got to be on the pre-show. Yes, Tim.
What is a tooth and nail match?
I have no clue.
I assumed Big Swole did her nails and Britt Baker's a dentist.
I guess anybody's guess is as good as mine. And yeah, they
Wasn't
haven't explained it. That's one of my problems with their commentary as well. And I know
Again, what's a Brahma bull rope match?
I don't know, but I bet the
It's
WWE
a bull
explained.
rope match.
But I guarantee you that if you go back and watch a Brahma bull rope match, the WWE explained the rules for it about 14 times.
But it's a bull
During the
rope
match, but not before the
But
match.
it's a bull rope match.
Maybe.
And I know what a bull rope is. I've seen bull rope matches.
It's
A
that
bull rope
Christian
match
rock,
is a thing.
What's
the
a four
Christian
corners
rock record
match?
company, isn't it? They're sponsoring this match.
Tooth and
What's a
Hold
stairs
on.
match?
That's where you got to walk
What
up
is
the
a
stairs.
stairs?
So
You have to beat
I
somebody's
have
face.
no clue what it is.
Okay.
I'll reserve my judgment on the name of the match.
I have it.
Oh, did they actually
No,
define
it's
it
bad.
online?
I'm just pointing out, like,
Right.
it's bad. Like, there's no defending it.
So the only way you would know what a tooth and nail match is if you listen to AEW Unrestricted. Tony Khan was the con man, was the guest for the Go Home Unrestricted, and he explained what the tooth and nail match is.
Ridiculous. I'm reading it now.
Here it is.
This is so bad.
Okay, go ahead.
From the mouth of Tony Khan, we're going to have our first ever tooth and nail match between Britt Baker and Big Swole. Dr. Britt Baker, the tooth and nail match, the pun is definitely intended, as they will fight tooth and nail. It will be Falls Count Anywhere, and they will be fighting in and around a dentist's office.
come on,
I
man.
understand Britt's office, in fact, will be set up and I think is going to be a real house of horrors for Big Swole. But she knows what she's signed up for.
Thing sucks.
Essentially, it's a fight in a dentist office.
Oh boy. Okay.
So it's a boiler room match.
Yes.
There we go. Well, and theoretically, I guess this could be cinematic.
It will be, absolutely.
Okay. So, I mean, they did well with their cinematic match before.
If Britt Baker doesn't pull out an obvious chiclet from Big Swole's mouth during this match, then it gets an F from me.
There we go. We heard it here first. Okay. At least they explained it. Hopefully they explain it on the pay-per-view. But because that's another thing I think they need to do a little bit better job at, is not just assuming that people listen to their podcast and watch Being the Elite. Now for the people that do, they get a lot of things. I'm a person that doesn't get a lot of things that they do. Intern Mark says, shockingly, this won't be the first time I saw a fight in a dentist office. But again, I don't have an issue with matches that should, quote unquote, should or shouldn't be on a pre-show being on a pre-show. But you've dedicated a lot of your summer programming and storytelling to a match that you're on the pre-show. That's the part I don't like. all that said, Britt Baker to me has to win this match. You know, and I'm going to make it like a funny joke because he usually loses a lot of them. This would be like The Undertaker losing a casket match or a buried alive match. But Taker did win the first Boneyard match. So let's see if Britt Baker can win the first tooth and nail match. That's my pick. Tim, how about you?
Yeah, I'm gonna go Britt. Just because nobody likes being in a dentist office, and only Britt Baker would know how to go around. And besides, she's got Reba with her. So what's
Rebel?
I think it's a 2v1.
Reba.
Yeah, Reba.
Got it.
Rebel.
Ryan, how about you?
If we're all done shitting on this, I do want to point out that I love the lockjaw submission. I think that is a great
I will agree with that
maneuver. I love it.
What a maneuver.
It's visually appealing. It's just disgusting in a COVID era to ram fingers in mouth, but I do enjoy that move. I'm gonna go Brittany Bake.
Matt, how about you?
Yeah, knowing what I know about why this match is called what it is, it has to be Britt Baker. And let's never have a tooth and nail match again.
I'll agree with that. Devin and intern Mark both have Britt Baker winning this as well. Then we go to a tag match. Jurassic Express, Jungle Jack Perry and Luchasaurus taking on the Bung Yucks, Matt and Nick. I have the Young Bucks winning because they're the guys in charge. Tim, how about you?
You know what? Screw the Young Bucks. How about Jurassic Express for the up?
All right, there you go.
Yeah.
I would like them to win.
Yeah, they're gonna.
I don't think they will, though.
Shut up.
Because Cody's not on the show, and I already kind of gave away.
Cody will totally. There's a place for Cody on the show.
But and I already kind of gave away my thoughts on what will happen in the tag match. So one of the 40 EVPs has to come out a victor. Ryan, your prediction here.
A boy and his dragon.
Jungle
or dinosaur, whatever the hell he is. He's a dinosaur, right?
Jungle Jack Pear. He's a dinosaur.
He's a dinosaur. Yeah, the dinosaur guy.
Matt, how about you?
Young Bucks, why not?
There we go. Devin has the Young Bucks. Charlie says not to change the subject, but since we're discussing AEW, anyone hear the ridiculous comment Tony Khan made? It's not ridiculous. Okay, so
what was the comment?
I'm assuming he's alluding to on the presser today on the media call that he had said that Double or Nothing was better than WrestleMania. Of course he's going to say that. Why would he say anything else? Whether it's true or not.
Like this year's WrestleMania?
Yeah.
Did he not see the Boneyard match?
Right. I mean, it's an incorrect statement. However, what did you expect him to say? And I didn't.
I mean, the Jacksonville Jaguars were the best team in the NFL last year.
Like I didn't hear the question, so I don't know if he was like prompted to say it or if like he was just like, I'm going to take a chance to like say we were better than WWE. But like, regardless of how it came up, if you are talking about the two, of course he's going to say his show was better. Like, is Vince McMahon or Triple H going to say that Double or Nothing or All Out is better than SummerSlam? No. Like, we as fans may think it's ridiculous. And here I am defending Tony Khan. Of course he's going to defend his show and say his product's better. Like, it may be ridiculous. Nikki's got to bounce. Thanks for joining in, Nikki. We appreciate you as always. But, yes, did I think it was a ridiculous comment because I thought WrestleMania was a lot better than Double or Nothing? Sure. But it's not ridiculous that the guy in charge of AEW said his show was better. That's not ridiculous.
Apparently, the quote is Double or Nothing kicked the crap out of WrestleMania.
Yeah. Sure. Like,
how many nights was Double or Nothing, Chief?
Two's always better than one.
Yeah.
Do you want one cheeseburger or two? Do you want one beer or two?
I'll take a double.
Do you want one blowy or do you want two of them? No matter how it works out, you always take two. But yeah, I'm not. I saw it said. What else was he going to say? He wasn't going to put over WWE. All right, let's go to an 8-man tag match. The Dark Order: Brody Lee, Colt Cabanjo, Evil Uno, and Stu Grayson take on Matt Cardona, Scorpio Sky, and the Natural Nightmares of Dusty Rhodes and QT Marshall, of course, with Allie. Dark Order's got to win this. To me, especially when you have your TNT champion on there. So I have the Dark Order. Tim, you seem to disagree.
Because this is the Cody spot.
Oh, you think?
Yeah, he ain't dead. Cody's gonna show up and he's gonna disaster kick every last one of those Dark Order dorks.
Ryan, how about you? There's the food.
Sonic Cup?
I'm gonna eat, goddammit.
I am gonna eat
That shit.
Is that Sonic?
Delicious. Sonic.
Sanic.
Oh man, you gotta give us the deets on what you're gonna stuff in your gullet there.
It's always the same thing for me. It's a number 2, plain with fries and a Coke, easy ice.
Man, that sounds tasty.
Easy.
That's
Tasty Burgers. I haven't had one of them in a long time.
They're so
Sounds
good.
like a very plain meal.
It is a very plain meal.
I'm a very plain individual.
A man of simple tastes.
There you go. Ryan.
I never change my order, and I get shit on all of the time. He
I
gets a
just
plain ass
gave-
cheeseburger, and y'all are like, "Hey Tim, that's great. Get the hell out of here." The
literally
Dark Order
just
wins.
gave
Matt, what's
Tim
your
shit
pick?
for that. I
Okay.
literally said that's a very plain order.
I mean,
I say, oh, that sounds great, Tim. I
Man
said,
of
"That's a
simple
plain
taste. Oh, you're such a great guy.
I mean,
I heard you.
I mean, Ryan. To be fair, I don't. You know, in a normal world, I don't eat with Tim nearly as often as I have food with you.
We do break bread often.
So I don't know that Tim has a reoccurring pattern the way that you do.
That's fair. I accept that.
Okay. Do you have a?
I can't wait
all
to
of
sit
your
with you
remarks.
guys and I'll eat food at the diner. I can't wait.
Oh, I cannot fucking wait for that moment. Which will
It's been a long time since we've been to Night and Day.
at this rate it'll be 23 by the time that
EBJ is
happens.
probably missing our tips at this point.
I haven't seen her since I started going there to get takeout. I had croquettes last night. They were delicious.
Of course you did. Nice order. Boring ass Ryan. Boo.
Boring.
I really changed it up this time. I got cauliflower with cheese as a side and everything. I changed
You
everything
got
up.
you got cauliflower with cheese?
Wow, the cheese sold me.
I have never seen you eat cauliflower before. So I'm
Oh,
impressed.
I enjoy cauliflower.
You sure you didn't get those beat eggs or whatever you call whatever?
Oh, I love a good red beet
Oh,
egg.
the pickled egg on the salad with
eggs
the
are so
ranch.
good.
Mm,
Yeah, with that ranch dressing.
Mm-mm-mm.
Sweet Jesus.
It's
delicious.
like one of the things I never got into in Pennsylvania Dutch fashion.
You know what's even better? A deviled red beet egg.
Oh, that sounds real good. That sounds real good.
Real good.
Tim, intern Mark asked if you got a milkshake. I believe you only got a Coke. He said they have a toasted marshmallow milkshake. That sounds to me pretty awful, quite frankly.
It sounds amazing.
That sounds pretty gross from where I'm sitting. And I try a lot of different things. But Ryan, your thoughts on the Dark Order versus 4 other guys?
I yelled Dark Order, and then we went off topic.
Very good. Oh, sorry, I missed that one. Matt, how about you?
Dark Order.
Let's see here. Devin and Mark have the Dark Order picking up the win. So Tim's out on an island by himself, but it does kind of make sense. It just depends how long Cody's going to sell that beatdown. All right, let's go to the Casino Battle Royale. Excuse me. Darby Allin, Lance Archer, Brian Cage, Ricky Starks, Pentagon Jr., Ray Phoenix, The Butcher, The Blade, Eddie Kingston, Sean Spears, Billy, Austin Gunn, Jake Hager, Santana, Ortiz, Chuck Taylor, Trent, and a wrestler to be determined. So Mark said that their ham loaf is delish. Rob Noxious asked, what is ham loaf? It's like meatloaf, but with ham. It's fucking delicious. Try it. Give it a shot.
Gene Wanger.
Yeah, get Gene Wanger's ham loaf. You'll find it in most grocery stores in the frozen food section. Put that bitch in the oven. It is fucking delicious. I absolutely love some ham loaf. Um,
Now, are you topping that with a topping, a raisin sauce, or a
usually a pineapple,
pineapple
like the
sauce?
pineapple and cinnamon. Tim, you look like you're trying to ask a question.
Raisin sauce?
I've seen a raisin sauce. I've seen raisins in the pineapple sauce as well. But I like the straight up pineapple sauce. Now,
That shit sounds
there are
disgusting.
times I have also had ham
We're
loaf.
talking about white Lancaster County, right? They're gonna put raisins in anything they can.
That's true. I have also seen ham loaf patties that you'll eat like almost like a burger, and I have put like a honey mustard on the grilled ham loaf patty, which is very good. Oh, intern Mark had that for dinner tonight, a Gene Wanger's ham loaf. I had that last week, actually. So here, let's start with, who do you think the 21st man in the Battle Royale will be before we get to our predictions on the match? I'm going to go out on a limb here. He's a guy that said he's retired. I call bullshit. That's why I got the shirt hanging up. Miro, a.k.a. Rusev Day, will be your 21st man. Tim, how about you?
I don't fucking know. Curry Man.
There we go. Curry Man. Well, it could happen.
Could happen.
Ryan, how about you?
Oh, that's such a great question, Jim, and I'm glad you've asked it. And I wasn't thinking because I wrote Rusev down long before thinking I would be original. So, yeah. No way, Jose.
There you go. Matt, any thoughts on who the 21st man will be?
Yeah, I was gonna say Rusev. JR.
Her. Devin says Rusev. All right, and now to who we think will win the Casino Battle Royale for a future AEW World Championship match. This is a guy I've kind of come around on this summer, even if I still don't totally get it. Darby Allin. I think Darby Allin having a Money in the Bank, so to speak, would be huge. He is a guy that is clearly kind of a homegrown guy, and from Twitter, if Twitter speaks any bit of thought into the wrestling world, Darby Allin's pretty big, pretty over. So I like Darby Allin to win the Battle Royale here. Charlie says Jeff Cobb as the 21st man. Yeah, he's still a thing.
Corner of the cob.
Devin says Cody as your 21st man. There you go. Got to find a way into that title picture somehow. Tim, your thoughts on who will win?
I'm gonna go with I'm gonna go Eddie Kingston
I like it.
because I want Eddie to win everything.
Yeah, and I mean he's the hot hand right now, so that would be appropriate. Ryan, how about you?
Yeah, I was gonna fucking say Eddie Kingston too. Now I feel like I have to change it, like I did
You
last
don't
time.
have to change it. It's okay. That trend just started. It's not like you're coming in 2 seasons in.
Oh, for real? Okay, because I was gonna say Curry Man if he was in it, but yeah, Eddie Kingston I think would be good. I think you got a hot hand there. I don't know how much. Yeah, dude, Eddie Kingston, absolutely.
Yeah, Flyers heading to overtime, needing the win here in Game 6. Matt,
Yeah, because our stress and anxiety can handle that.
Well, you know what's better than one overtime is 2 overtimes, because as Jim says, you always take 2.
that's
right?
true.
No matter what it is.
Hey, for me, it's just bonus hockey at this point.
So if the Caps,
No stress for Big Jim.
The only thing better than the Caps getting eliminated once from the playoffs is if they came back and they got eliminated twice in the playoffs.
The way they played in the bubble, it certainly would happen.
Tim,
No.
please, the Washington hockey team.
That's right.
These are 20-minute periods for overtime, correct?
Yep.
So they would need 2 to win in 22 minutes. So we will see 2 overtimes, 22 minutes. The Flyers will pick up their victory tonight.
I started filling out my scorecard today, the PW scorecards, and I think in the Young Bucks match, the question was the number of super kicks, and I put 22, and then it was the
I
number
would
of
still take the over on that.
the number of aerial moves, and I also put 22, just because. Matt, your thought on who will win the Casino Battle Royale?
Let's just give it to Brian Cage, because why not?
Why not? Mark has Darby Allin winning this one. All right, then we go to the
Darby Allin's skateboard.
Skateboard is really big. To be Tony Hawk Pro Skater comes out again tomorrow.
That's
Yeah,
true.
I already got it, and it is fantastic.
Is it? Oh
Yeah.
man, I might have to.
I gotta buy it then.
I might have to
Yeah,
buy
yeah,
that.
I'm about to lose so much money on video game stuff.
I bought the new golf game and it's pretty good.
Yeah, PG. I want to buy PGA.
Yeah, it's
2K21.
good. It's definitely better than Rory McIlroy PGA Tour from like
Okay,
5
I gotta
years
get
ago.
the golf one. I pre-ordered Tony Hawk, and I've forgotten all about it. And then I was like going through my email the day we settled on our house, and like drained our bank account, and I saw, "Hey, thank you for your purchase at Microsoft." And I was
Fucking
like, "Huh?
damn it!
Oh, good. Best weekend for this to happen."
Ding.
Video games, because I guess like the new NHL game soon coming out. That new WWE game, which I actually think looks pretty fun.
Pass.
No good? No good, Ski?
Hard. I don't like it's. It's like WWE All Stars, except like you feed people to alligators. Like what? Like
We gotta get ZZ's got to get royalties somehow.
you gotta get them. But yeah, like NBA 2K just came out. Madden just came out. They just announced they're re-releasing Super Mario 64 for the Nintendo Switch.
Oh, I need to get a Switch. I really need to
Dude,
get
yes,
a Switch.
You do. Switch
Yeah.
is
Well, I
Switch
need
is
the I
best
need
console.
I need the world to course correct before I can start going buying things like a Nintendo Switch.
It's
Yeah.
not. Lauren is still, I think, in tears about her horse and Zelda almost dying. So.
All right, let's keep going. Let's keep going here. Singles match for the AEW Women's title. Thunder Rosa going up against the AEW Women's Champion Hikaru Shida. This is one of those ones where like I thought the Thunder Rosa match again. That was my highlight by far of the night last night on Dynamite. I like the spot here. I like kind of the working partnership, which I guess isn't really a thing with NWA, according to Tony Khan earlier today. But again, I just kind of chuckle at like it's another instance of somebody just coming in and getting a title shot right off the jump. So why do we have wins and losses? Why do we have a record counter on our website when somebody can just walk in from a whole other company and just go, I want a title shot, and they go, okay. All that being said, because I don't know the status of Thunder Rosa. I would love Thunder Rosa to win this match, but I have Shida retaining.
To say something without saying too much, the NWA is very Lucha Underground right now.
Gotcha.
So yeah. So there's some people who you'll see
Looking
and some
for work.
you may not see for some time. With that said, I don't think Thunder Rosa wins here. I think it's a good way to boost the credibility of Shida to beat an established champion in her own right in Thunder Rosa. I still think AEW's got a bunch of stock in Shida. I'm
agree.
glad that they decided that Shida's the right Joshi to go with as opposed to
Riho.
Riho. Yep, thank you for that. I couldn't remember her name. But yeah, so I got Shida.
Ryan, how about you?
Yeah, I think we're going to see Tony Khan do what he did with Double or Nothing and WrestleMania, and he's going to put his guy over. In this case, it's going to be Shida. I think you have to put Shida over. I don't think you want to have your NWA champion come in and beat your champion the first match possible. Is it possible? I do think so. I love Thunder Rosa. I think that was the highlight of Dynamite. Honored to call many of her matches. So, a really great superstar, really, or wrestler, whatever you want to call her, a wrestler. But Shida has to retain here.
Matt, how about you?
All you monsters picking against former guest of the show, Thunder Rosa. For shame. This is why we don't get guests back.
That's true. That's why we've been guestless
They
for.
listen to these shows and they hear us picking against them. Ryan, this is on you.
Hey, fuck you, buddy.
I'll try to do better next time.
Ryan, Matt's got Thunder Rosa. Mark has Thunder Rosa. Mark's the intern's doing his work tonight. And said she was the highlight last night as well. Devin has Shida picking up the win in this match.
Real quick.
Yes, Ryan.
Real quick. Let me interject because I know we've done our share, and rightfully so, of shitting on AEW in the way that they treated some of their women. I just wanted to look back at the 2019 All Out, where we had the women's battle royale and Riho versus Shida for the championship. This year, Britt Baker, Big Swole, Shida Rosa. Which lineup do you guys prefer? Last year's lineup with the big battle royal, or this year's lineup with the clear-cut better wrestling match with like Shida and Thunder Rosa? Just curious.
I think I like this year's. I mean, the nice thing with the battle royal is you get more people with a payday. And I feel like a battle royal, even if you put it on the pre-show, you can set up a potential women's champion, Money in the Bank holder as well. So maybe kind of a miss sight here on them for not having another battle royal, but I prefer two matches, especially two that I think could be pretty good. Especially the women's title match. So I'll prefer this one. How about you, Tim?
I'm looking at 2019's card really quick.
2019, Nyla Rose beat Britt Baker. The winner of that match was Riho Shida. Yeah.
So that was in the pre-show. Yep. Okay. So with that case, I'll take this year's. I just wasn't sure that the Casino Battle Royale from last year was in the pre-show.
It was.
Yep. Also, I'll take this one as opposed to the other. I think Tooth and Nail is going to be way better than the Casino Battle Royale. And then Shida, I think Thunder Rosa is going to be a better opponent than Riho.
Matt, your thoughts?
Yeah, it is tough to argue against like the wrestlers getting that payday, getting that recognition. Like, being on a pay-per-view, I know is a big deal, but for women's wrestling, not, and I say this with all well knowing that we have a tooth and nail match, but not having like a gimmick match, like a battle royale, and just showcasing wrestling for women's wrestling is a good thing. So I think this year is the better one. But we did get to see a lot of good names the last time around.
All right, let's keep plugging. Oh, Ryan, did you say which one you preferred? I don't think.
No, I think it is this year. I think Sheeta's going to bring the best out of Thunder Rosa and vice versa. I think people are going to come out of this weekend and really say, wow, that match was the best women's wrestling match we've seen in AEW. And I really think those two athletes can easily pull that off.
Yeah, and I hope they let this match breathe. And they actually give it some time. Like I said last night, and I just because I know that the weekly time that they've given the women on Dynamite has not been good. I started a stopwatch for the match. It was 9:52. But the problem is, in the States at least, like a quarter of the match was cut off. They did the picture-in-picture, but then it cut off to like full screen commercials. So you lost like a quarter of the match. I don't recall that happening with men's match. I don't know if it was a glitch. I'm not saying that they intentionally did it, but like it was just kind of crappy that you lost a quarter of what was your best match of the night. All right, then we have the tag team match for the AEW World Tag Team titles. Kenny Omega and Adam Page, of course, defending against FTR, Cash Wheeler, Dax Harwood, of course, with Tully Blanchard. Shouldn't be a surprise for me. I said FTR is going to win. I think we're going to continue to see the breakdown of the Elite and Page and Omega, and I think at the end I saw a lot of people talking about it because obviously I don't watch Being the Elite, but there was a shot at the end with, I guess, Kenny Omega wearing the sunglasses that he wore as the cleaner. So I guess we're possibly seeing a different Kenny Omega than we've seen in AEW. So I think we're just seeing a lot of things that point towards a change in the tag team championships. Tim.
Sure. I couldn't be farther away from Kenny Omega at this point. I think he's taken a huge step back now that he's on US. He looks like a fish out of water. He was definitely the oddball in that whole segment last or 2 days ago.
No, last night.
Yesterday. Yeah, like
awkward.
Tully Blanchard, FTR, and Adam Page are there, and just Omega is cutting promos like he's in Japan. Like it's just not.
I will.
He doesn't
tip my hat
work.
to Omega for the Hana Kimura shirt.
Yeah, perfect.
Today, I guess today would have been her birthday. I know there was a Pro Wrestling Tees site launched with, I guess, money going to her family. So obviously, that was cool. But yeah, I agree with you, Tim. He seemed way out of place in that segment, big time. Ryan.
Right.
Well, Kenny Omega dropped to 13th in this year's PWI, so we have to bring back that cleaner gimmick and set him back on his solo route to at least move him back up inside the top 10, because we're just not going to stand for that.
Matt, how about you?
Revival. That's what we're talking about, right?
Yes.
Oh, yeah, FTR. Is that FTR? Yeah.
Yeah, I mean,
FTR.
I assumed that was your prediction if you hadn't actually said it.
Yeah, not bad.
Intern Mark says FTR. Jason FTR. He says FTR has to win since all of their champs need to be recent WWE fires. Charlie says calling it now a complete and total implosion of the Elite. Lou says Hangman joins FTR and Omega finally gets out on his own and hopefully starts to shine. All right, then we go to the bloated corpse of Chris Jericho, Captain COVID himself, taking on Orange Cassidy in the Mimosa Mayhem match. The match can be won by pinfall, submission, or throwing your opponent into a tank of mimosa. I like Orange Cassidy to get the win here. He's definitely been a bright spot that at first I was kind of like, I don't really get him either, but dude's super talented. And I think getting a Jericho rub here, all jokes aside, will do pretty good things for Orange Cassidy. So I like Cassidy to win. Tim.
I got Chris Jericho winning because he's going to get thrown into a vat of mimosa.
I see what you did there.
I mean, Chris Jericho will win because he's going to be in his natural habitat.
So he will get drunk. Yes.
He's going to get into the fish tank, and
A little bit of the
in one breath, inhale 800 gallons of mimosa.
I see what
Perfect.
I see what you did there. Oh,
He's going to turn into a sponge.
He already is.
Worse.
Ryan, how about you?
Here's my biggest gripe, and this is going to sound ridiculous, but I've never seen a mimosa be that orange before. Like, orange juice is more of a yellow color, and I'm probably just splitting hairs here, but I just don't like the juice that they use as orange juice.
You mean
in
the orangeade that they dropped?
Right, it's clearly more of an orange aid. It's a great call, Jim.
Yeah, it's not orange juice.
That being said, Orange Cassidy will win this match. You also skipped the Hardy match.
Sure did. I'll go back to that one.
No, we don't have to.
No.
I'd rather not.
Real quick, Sammy.
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 Perfect.
All right, good job.
Very good. Ryan.
Broken rules, whatever that means.
Yeah. Sure. Again, maybe Tony explained it on the podcast this week.
I'm not doing more research.
No, that's fine. Trust me. Don't need you to. Hopefully they explain it on Saturday. Ryan, did you say Orange Cassidy?
Yeah, Orange Cassidy. Yeah.
Matt, how about you?
Yeah, Orange Cassidy for sure. Jericho. I said it like 6 years ago on Facebook that he looks like an old sad grapefruit, and it's just like
gotten worse.
An older, sadder grapefruit at this point. So yes.
Yeah, it's last week. I think it was like Payback 2015 or something. I just put it on the network as I was working on some stuff, and like I forget who Jericho was wrestling, and I'm like, holy hell, that guy has aged like milk. Like he really, really has. It is not great. I don't know if it's the hair, the bloated body, or all things considered wrapped into a really awful package, but it was bad. It's bad. Charlie has OC. Mark says he would love to see Cassidy win, but he's going to go with Jericho. Jason asks, how does it help him getting this rub? And Mark and Devin had Sammy winning the match that we don't care about.
I do have the rules for that match real quick if you want me to run them down.
Sure.
It is a last man standing match determined when one man cannot answer the 10 counts. The finish can take place anywhere. There must be a winner, and if Hardy loses, he'll leave AEW forever.
So I assume WWE has last man standing trademarked.
Probably.
So that would explain that one. Jason says only question because
they didn't do an I Quit match.
they do have Mike Chioda. Do you give up? Jason says
John, do you give up?
Jason says he only questions it because realistically Cassidy's already over with the fans. How does beating the COVID whisperer help him? I guess because there's probably some people on the outskirts of AEW markdom that, like, if you see him beating Chris Jericho, go, oh, who's this guy that beat Jericho? Because Jericho's name does still carry.
Yeah, I think that's what it is.
Charlie says, I'm really starting to think Vince Russo is booking AEW with all of these gimmick matches, bro. All right, let's go to the main event. Singles match for the AEW World Championship. John Moxley defending against MJF with Wardlow. Moxley is banned from using the Paradigm Shift finishing maneuver. Even though I think it may be a bit premature, I'm going to say MJF is going to pick up the win. Not because he's not talented or a star, but I think that especially in empty-ish buildings and the COVID era and blah, 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 a heel champion can get more attention. And then you can have faces chase the heel champion. So MJF picks up the win. AEW finally gets a non-WWE champion on their singles roster. Tim.
John Moxley.
Just because it's too early, I think, because those things you alluded to earlier.
I've watched wrestling so long to know that, like, go home. If you beat the dude up before the pay-per-view, you're getting beat up on the pay-per-view. Like,
I know.
I've seen it. Like, I get it. It's what happens. Like, John Moxley's winning. Like, I don't think you're going to have MJ, like, especially they're making a big deal, like MJF being undefeated and whatever. Like,
cool.
What if there's a DQ? Like, I think
I would love
John
that.
Moxley,
I would love that.
I think John Moxley walks out as champion.
Please have a shitbag finish, please. I want that to happen so bad. I want it.
Yeah.
Now that you put that out there, speak it into God's ears.
Yeah. Like,
I want there to just be a shitbaggy finish that just is sports entertainment all over the goddamn screen.
Yeah.
Let's let
I
that
want it.
let's let that happen. Ryan, your prediction for the main event.
Yeah, I'm cool with letting that happen. I don't care if John Moxley does the dirty deeds and beats him, whatever it's going to take. What happens if Moxley does the paradigm shift? Does Moxley just lose the match but remains champion? Like, I don't think.
I
was
guess
that
it's
ever
a
brought into the
DQ, which I
stipulation?
guess
Like,
he would then retain the championship.
again, I don't feel like stipulations have properly really. If they're going to stip it, explain it. So yeah, Johnny Mox.
All right, Matt, how about you?
Yeah, it doesn't make sense to take the belt off of Moxley at this point. I would like to see MJF as the heel champion down the road, but not just yet. I think they still have some more character build to do with him.
Jason says WWE retreads rule the night, then Lesnar comes out because we never saw that coming. Charlie has
That I wouldn't see coming.
That would shock the hell out of me.
Yeah, I mean, here's the thing. They can afford him. They're not going to do it. That's all I'm going to say about Brock Lesnar being a free agent, because that was in news. He's going to, whenever Vince wants to open the checkbook, he's not going anywhere else. Like, shut that down real quick. Devin says MJF. Charlie says Moxley. Mark has MJF as well. Is there a match, because that was the
3-count question of the week
that you're most looking forward to? For me, it is the main event, just to see if they actually do flip the switch to MJF, or if there's any fuckery that happens. And man, I really hope there's some sort of stupid finish, because that'll just make me happy. Tim.
The most of mayhem, just because I love OC.
Very good. Ryan.
Sheeta versus Thunder Rosa. Again, it should be the greatest women's wrestling match in AEW history.
Very good. Matt, how about you?
Years and years of history.
The bar. Is
multiple years of history. I guess the main event, just because I want to see, I really do like MJF, so I won't be disappointed if they give him the title. So,
I thought when you said main event, you obviously meant Broken Rules, Sammy Guevara and Matt Hardy, right?
No, I was talking about the tooth and nail.
Oh, yeah.